Yes, guys. Yes, people. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to another video. We're here to talk transfers, and hopefully we have a calmer stream than we did yesterday, because yesterday was absolute madness. But big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button if you guys haven't done so already. We're here to chat Romelu Lukaku and Haaland again, because Lukaku news has now turned its head round again, so we can discuss this. Rumours circulating that Arsenal have dropped a bid in for Tammy Abraham as well. And we're also going to wrap things up by talking about Billy Gilmore for a little bit. Pick up Kevin Fraser with the donation, as always. We know what we are!
Oh.
Champions of Europe! We know what we are! Love it, man. Always happy to have a reminder. Big up yourself, Kevin, as always. Wayne, how's your weekend been, my G?
Quiet compared to yours, I guess, but yeah, it's alright.
Yeah,
Nothing
definitely.
much special.
Could do with a lazy day as well. Trust me, I don't think I'm leaving my yard today. Fatta, how's your meal going, my G?
Yeah, good man. Yesterday's just one of the best box office stream of all time, I would say. And apart from that, it's been good seeing that your beloved client Danish Maldini doing the masterclass. Rewind that again, please, if you want to. I don't mind, but yeah, look at that.
Nah, take those
That's-
white spurs out.
If it helps, Kevin Fraser's donation's blocking it. But Chris, how's your recovery going anyway, man?
It's going better, I guess. I just forget about this Euros, hopefully, but part of the group knockout stages. But yeah, it's been okay, I would say.
Big up Guy with a donation saying yesterday a grown man in a full mount kit was apprehended by London police. He was ranting about minerals and Billy Goatmore. Please donate for bail. I can't be asked, man. Big up Johnny in the cut anyway if he's watching too. That's my G as always. He's probably going to be fuming about the Billy Gilmore to Norwich news as well. But at the very least, if in the long term it does improve his development, he will come back a better player and everyone will be happy regardless. Big up yourself anyway, Go AM. Love my G. Jesters, what are you saying, bro?
I'm happy. It's 8:00 and 8:30 in the morning. So yeah, just woke up. saw Lewis's tweet and said like, I gotta jump on that. So weekend we got to see Pinaldo and Fernandez go out. So I love that. Everybody's crying that we're supporting them, but that's great because I think they're frauds at some point. And yeah, just loving life.
Yeah, damn right. Just take it a day at a time. But 8:30, it's a madness, man. I keep forgetting how crazy it is for you guys over there in America as well. Josh, you're on the same coast, right? It's 8:30 for you too, isn't it?
No, I'm 1 hour ahead of just so it's 9:30 here.
9:30. Okay, still hella early.
Yeah, no, but it's good, man. It was a good weekend. Enjoyed the games. Got to see half of the ex-Chelsea squad. Belgium put Fernandez out, which was nice. 5 former Chelsea players starting for that Belgium squad yesterday. And big up to the real hazard, Mr. Thorgan, on that monster blast he had yesterday. What a strike!
That's the real hazard, you know.
Even I'm nothing proud of it.
That hurt.
The forgotten hazard.
Big up Jamie. Norwich, such a bad move for Gilmore. This is the thing. I don't understand that. Because the main thing is just getting him regular game time. Like, is this going to be Billy Gilmore's first loan spell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, so he needs a full season of understanding what it feels like to play at a first team club. And Premier League experience as well, so it'd be perfect for him. No way Vitmus is active. Yeah, I'm sending you the link. Light work.
Can I?
It's been a minute.
No about a loan. No about a loan.
Welcome back,
Too long.
I don't think it's a bad thing actually because I've seen Reece James go to a relegation battle Wigan team and like smash over there, player of the year, like whatever, like, and he saved them from relegation as well. Like loan spells are not like bad really, as long as you got like you can make it yourself, and if you're good enough. I know Billy Gilmore's good enough, so I'm sure he'd do fine for Norwich, honestly. And I think
And
he'll have a good loan spell.
They got a couple decent players in Norwich too. Todd Cantwell's there. Like so it's not a bad side, and it gives a chance for a guy like Gallagher to come back and have a season with Chelsea, maybe as that 4th midfield option. Let him see how he developed on his loans. because we got to see what we have in him. He deserves a shot to show what he's done. He's been pretty good on loan. So yeah, it's a good move. It's a good move for everybody.
Yeah, Jamie, I see what you're saying here as well. You want him to go to a bigger club, and to be honest, if we had the choice, I'd go for it. But they need to also come in and have that interest too. Wolves haven't come in for a loan spell. Everton haven't. Villa haven't. These Crystal Palace haven't. Arsenal haven't. None of these mid-table clubs have. So we have to go with what we have.
So
I
Wait
love
till
how
the
you put
shot. Love
Arsenal
that,
in
my
that.
guy. I wanted to see if someone would catch that. But yeah, only Norwich have. So we have to go with the loan move to Norwich. Regardless, it's still going to be... It's an attacking side too. So
Yeah.
he's not going to be sitting there playing defensive football. He's going to be playing expansive football too. So that's going to improve his overall ability as well. So it's not the worst idea. If you sent him to a West Brom or something, okay, I understand. Because they play terrible football over there. This one is decent. Norwich, they might still lose a couple games. They might still be in a relegation battle and all of that. And I understand that you don't want him in that situation anyway. But at the very least, he is going to be playing in a system that will improve his ability. So for me, Norwich is the perfect move for him if that's the one that's going to happen.
yeah, I think people get the relegation thing kind of overblown. It's about game time. Game time is game time, whether you're playing for a relegation side or if you're playing for, a mid-table team. It doesn't really matter that much.
I
Second
agree.
point there is this Daniel Fark and Thomas Tuchel were together at Dortmund. Okay, I think Fark was on Tuchel's coaching squad there, so they know each other. And so Tuchel trusts Fark to play a system that will get the best out of Gilmore. So there's the second point. And the third point is you only learn about yourself through adversity. I mean, nobody ever learns anything or progresses in their life when things are easy, right? Because you don't have to put anything in if it's easy. So you get better by overcoming adversity. And so Gilmore will learn a lot about himself through those games and through the struggle of being a lower tiered side on a lower tiered side and having to maybe being the guy that carries them in some points in some games, getting the old engine running of that club. So it's actually a better move for him to go to some place like there because he's going to get the game time, know the coach, and that adversity makes you stronger.
Agreed.
So
That
I
gives him some
agree with-
character building as well. Go on, Doug.
I agree with everything you said, but the fact that you don't have to go to a team that suits your play style, that kind of, I feel like you don't have to, but the chances are like if you go to a team that does suit your play style, you'll develop even more compared to, or you'll develop the skill that you already have. But when you go to a team that doesn't play like your play style, then that shows your versatility as well. So I guess I can say I agree with everything, but I feel like it would still be preferred for him to go to an attacking team because we know he plays a DM, right? And with the DM, I guess it won't be bad whether you're playing in an attacking team or a defending team. But when you're playing in an attacking team as a DM, right, that kind of isolates you, if you get what I mean. So we're going to be able to see if he can play. I personally don't think he can play lone DM because the physical requirements are a little too much in my opinion. But I feel like it would really show us what he can do as a lone DM compared to playing in a 2 in the back with 10 people sitting behind the ball.
I think it's just a deficiency in his game, but same way people say Jorginho isn't the strongest, but he can play in that position.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I'm not necessarily that worried. Obviously, Jorginho has more experience, but you need to give him that experience, which is why we're sending him out on loan, which is exactly why it makes sense to me. I hope the loan move goes through. It'll be what's best for him anyway. But I say I want to just go straight into the Lukaku news anyway, because this just got a lot more exciting. Big up Vitmus, my
What's
guy.
up,
What are you
Vitmus?
saying, bro? It's been a minute.
Been too long, mate, innit?
Yeah, man, definitely.
Yeah, it has been way too long, man. It's great to see you back here, my guy. Hope you're in a good spot as well, my G.
Yeah, man, way better, way better.
Love to hear that, man. We'll move into this Romelu Lukaku news now because I didn't want to speak about it. This has just come out over the last few hours. And on the football terrace, Dean Jones had reported that Chelsea have already spoken about terms with Romelu Lukaku, and Corriere dello Sport have also reported that Inter Milan have set a minimum asking price of 100 million euros or 85 million pounds for Romelu Lukaku. And obviously, we've seen the Erling Haaland news has just kind of stagnated over the last few weeks. Obviously, Roman still wants him, and there isn't going to be a lot of developments on it until the Euros are over. So we aren't going to say it's completely done and dusted right now. But the fact is, Romelu Lukaku is still for sale, even if we didn't initially expect that. We thought that, he's happy and settled at Inter Milan, and he still is. But Inter Milan are also still looking to sell. They still have to pay Oak Tree. They still have to pay all their installments for the next 3 years. And for me, it's a case of if they don't sell Lukaku this year, they'll end up selling him next year because they have to pay 3 installments of about, I think, 70 million to 100 million euros, some number along that bracket. But they have to pay 3 installments of that over the next 3 years. And if they miss any of those installments, they lose all of their shares to Oak Tree because they're the ones that have loaned them out the 350 million pounds to save Inter Milan. So I feel like if we really wanted to push for Romelu Lukaku, this deal can still happen regardless. And with the price tag that's out, it's probably the best value for money out of the 3 as well. Obviously, there's also Simon Phillips putting out the tweet earlier saying that Chelsea have put Kane down as a primary target as well. So we know we're still interested in all 3 of the strikers, but we know Kane just isn't going to happen. We've already said Tottenham wouldn't even sell us COVID, let alone actually sell us an actual player. So there is no chance Harry Kane's joining us. It is really just Haaland or Lukaku. Lukaku is looking like the better value for money. And you man already know my stance on this. I will take Haaland, even though I think he isn't going to hit the ground running. But if you're going to say Romelu Lukaku or Haaland right now, I'm going to go Romelu Lukaku because I think Romelu Lukaku takes us to the title in his first season. So for me, I'd rather go Lukaku, and if I'm still hearing 85 million for this guy, as opposed to 150 million for Haaland, you can't tell me it's not the better deal for us, especially if we're looking for a DM. We're also talking about getting Varane in at centre back, and we're also struggling to sell our deadwood because we're not selling our players. We're not selling our players at the right valuation fee. We're trying to keep it at our own valuation fee. It makes more sense for me. So I want to know what you guys are saying, but for me, 85 million for Lukaku, that is a juicy deal for me. I can't even lie to you guys.
I would say Lukaku is like a better deal as well. Like he's a proven winner. He did it at Serie A with Conte, with Inter, got him the league title. He's actually he's been more clinical as well in Haaland this season and like shot rate. But they're both brilliant players, and I will take Lukaku, because it does make more sense. 85 million to 150, who could flop. Haaland could flop in his first season for Chelsea. He is a very young player, so I will take Lukaku.
Okay, let me throw some cold water on some of these things. First of all, Varane is not the top center back target. He's not. It's Jules Koundé. So if Jules Koundé decides, or Madrid decides not to go for Jules Koundé, he is an option for us. And Madrid's his first choice.
I heard Jules Koundé is an option, but he's a primary option. That's what you're saying.
He's above Varane.
I think so too. He's younger. He's in our demographic for the player we look for. He's 23, 22.
I know, but I thought we go for someone who's more in their prime as opposed to someone who's still growing as a defender.
Yeah, you don't want Varane. You don't want Varane on your team.
I'd rather have Ramos over Varane, to be honest.
I would not want either.
I would love Varane though.
They have
Ramos would make sense if we didn't have Silva. But
I agree.
Look, their wheels
We're
are
turning into the MLS with a retirement center.
Yeah.
You know.
You're trying to say we're Arsenal now, CBA.
So, a little bit of news on Arsenal. They didn't bid enough for a war. They didn't. They came short on the Fekir bid. They've missed so many bids, and this is according to ES Grimes.
Buendia.
They're looking at 25 million pound players. Okay, so Tammy's going to be 40 at least, maybe 50 if you're saying Arsenal.
If it's Arsenal, I want 60
because it's Arsenal tax, and they're just going to put 50
Yeah,
for
Deco.
Ben White. So they're looking for quantity of player right now, not kind of quality. So I have a hard time believing that they'll come in with a sufficient bid to bring Tammy out of Chelsea. And as far as the striker goes, I think there is not a if they can't get Holland, it'll be
Yeah, fair enough.
Lukaku. So, but they still want Holland. It's full tilt towards Holland, and if they fall short, Inter still need the money because PSG did not. The selling of Hakimi did not satisfy the need for money at that club. So that's still on the cards. The other thing is that the Hazard who scored is going to be leaving Dortmund, along with Julian Brandt.
He's actually a very interesting player because he plays a lot of positions. Like I still haven't figured out what his best position is. Like he's playing everywhere.
Yeah, he played left wing back yesterday. I didn't even know he played that position.
He plays cam, center forward, right wing, left wing. He plays everywhere.
Yep. So he will be on the market.
See, Forgan, I'm going to have to look a little bit more into before I just start jumping into. Let's sign Forgan Hazard because he packed important.
Yeah.
Talk about the most reactionary shit possible. I can't even run with that until I look at him a bit better. But with what you were saying about Erling Haaland, I get that he's still our primary target, but wasn't the only reason why he became our primary target because Lukaku said he wanted to stay at Inter Milan anyway?
No, he was always the primary target as striker.
No, because we were looking for the pair of them, but then it quietened down because of those rumors, and then we just went full focus onto Haaland.
Yeah, it was always full focus on Haaland behind the scenes. I've even heard that there was a promise made by Roman to Tuchel that if Tuchel won the Champions League, that he would go out and get Haaland.
But then we're hearing today that Chelsea have already spoken about terms with Romelu Lukaku.
Sure,
Well,
because there's only a finite window. So you have to have multiple irons in the fire to be able to do what you need to do. Because we've had terms with Holland as well. I mean, there's nothing written as in the contract, but it's okay. We want this if we're going to come there. Okay, we can do that. That's terms. Nothing's written in the contract.
Yeah, I feel like with the Lukaku deal, it's just also going to... not with the Lukaku deal. With the Haaland deal, it's also going to factor in the Sancho to United deal as well. This is where it becomes a little bit sticky because we got to wait for that one. We either got to wait for that one to finish up or we've got to go there first. And we haven't even put a bid in yet for Erling Haaland. If you oppose it to the Manchester City Harry Kane one, that one looks like it's kind of in the same situation with us. Like, are you really going to put the money in for him? But they've already made a bid. We haven't made a bid yet.
Yeah, I think
but
when
we
it
don't
comes
want
to
to top them by going in with one player and just, or like they done with managers, and just focused on that and then lose, and then they just got egg in their faces. We've got to have different contacts for different players like Lukaku, Haaland, Kane. There's probably other strikers and other players we don't even know about that they've made contact with to see if it's available, if the price is right, to make sure we don't lose out on the striker because we don't want 2017 to happen all over again.
Yeah, I think when it comes to Haaland, I honestly don't think we're going to hear anything on that until it's basically done, either a yes or a no. Only because if it's true that Roman is sort of handling the Haaland thing kind of on his own, then that's going to be as top secret and quiet as you could imagine, and it really has been. There's not been any news, good or bad, from either team. It's not like Dortmund are saying, hey, listen, we're not selling this guy. Like, there's no chance. It doesn't matter. Like, there's nothing from Dortmund about the player, nothing from Chelsea about the player. So to me, that's good news. That means that there's a lot of work being done to get that deal done. It's going to be a very complicated, very expensive transfer with a lot of moving parts, a lot of money going to different places. It's going to be complicated, and it'll be quiet until it's done. I think Chelsea are doing the right thing, doing their due diligence with Lukaku. Like, hey, if we can't get Holland for whatever reason, then this is the guy we want. How much will it cost us? Okay, 80. What do you say? 86, 87 in that
85
range.
mil.
85 mil. Okay, so that's a fair price. I think we'll give them some decent upfront money for that. And to be honest with you, I think Inter are not going to be very good next year, even with Lukaku. So I can't see him wanting to get out of there. But for me, I think
Inter are going to be going backwards the next 3 years because all they're going to be doing is paying off this loan debt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's a very different manager coming in than Conte. It would make sense that that's who we would go after if we can't do something with Holland. So, I mean, I like him as a second target. I think if they can't get him, that's the guy to go get. But for me, it's still Erling Haaland until there's a definite no from both sides.
Until the deadline passes, to be honest. What
Right.
was it, July what?
24th.
Whenever
Yeah.
they go back into preseason training.
That's the deadline. If we can't get him by then, you have about, because we go into our preseason August the what, 11th?
No, July 5th.
July 5th.
No, we go in early.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No. I'm talking about the preseason games. The preseason games.
Oh,
The
Yes,
yeah.
camp starts
that
on the
was
5th.
August. That's August. Yeah.
August, right?
Yeah, but no, but there's going to be a
Hopefully-
bunch of other preseason. They're going to have bare games in Dublin before then anyway.
Yeah, that's where you'll see the loanies and stuff
We
come
gotta
in.
hope they speed it up.
And again, on the deadline, that is a Sancho deadline. They've not set a deadline for Holland, I don't believe,
No,
because
isn't that their deadline just for outgoing players in general?
yeah, but if you put 150 million pounds on the table after July, they're gonna take it. Let's get that correct, because they're talking about remaking that entire team. When you're looking at Julian Brandt going out, if you're looking at Thorgan Hazard going out, they're going to have to bring in a whole bunch of pieces, and at 150 million, that's 2 seasons worth of money for them. It's not 1 season; it's 2 seasons worth of money. So put that on top of the Sancho. They're done for 3 years. They don't have to. They can buy young players, all the young players they want up, and they don't have to do anything for 2 or 3 years and develop those players. And then again, they turn around in 2 or 3 years, and they've got the top talent in Europe.
Yep.
That's their model. That's how they work. So I think you come in before the start of the season with 150 million, and they'll sell Holland because they have a board and they have fans. They have to, or they have an ownership stake by the fans, and so there's a board that says 150 million, and you turned it down for 65 next year. Doesn't work.
Yeah, I could see how this one could actually be the anomaly, mainly because of that as well. But I think if they're going to lose a key striker like that so early before the start of the season, that's probably where they ask for one of ours as well. And then there's a potential, if Tammy's still at our club by then, he could potentially be going the other way. Which I'm not saying I would be against. Like, that would make sense for us as well, and it wouldn't be Arsenal or any other rivals as well. So we wouldn't have to worry about that biting us in the arse either.
I think
no, they've signed Daniel Malin. They're going to sign Daniel Malin from PSV Eindhoven.
that should be a
That's
mistake.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
That's a done thing. That's been
a
on the
mistake.
cards for 2 years now.
They should have gotten Isak. That's a mistake.
I want to say, because obviously we've been talking about strikers since it's been happening for a month, but one guy on this panel hasn't been here, so I would like to hear from Fitmus what his opinion of the whole striker issue is and how we feel, because we don't know. All of us don't know.
Thanks, Wayne. But honestly, I'm just getting back in the groove. I'm just listening to you, Lockman, and whenever something pops up, I would definitely say I'm just enjoying being here again in person and just listening and trying to get back myself up and running in the football field. I'm listening, but honestly, I mean, who do want Alan? Lukaku, very good striker at this moment. I don't mind signing Lukaku because he already plays in England. He knows Chelsea in and out. So, he would be a good choice if we're trying to win the title this season coming. But, honestly, we know what Holland can do if he gets it right. So, I would definitely go for Holland, man. We have the money. We're champions of Europe. Erling Haaland all the way, man.
Him or Lukaku,
Yeah.
I'm throwing that in there. But my Lukaku agenda will run until it's over. I don't give a shit. I wanted this guy back at the club for years.
Make sure you have all of our tickets, tucked away. We're gonna need
Yeah, I already said you lot hold on to the Haaland train ticket. If it's about to depart, I'll jump on. But late arrival, as always. You're ready.
No, you're not allowed on this train. You can be on your lunch.
Just because I won't let you on the AC train. Your blasphemy against the Danish Maldini, I haven't forgotten.
So here's a couple other pieces. So here's the tweet. It's from Grimes. It's Madison is too expensive. Fakir bid too low. Awar bid rejected. Lukaku or Basuma remain their top two targets for Arsenal, and then Ramsdale or Onana at goalkeeper. So you can see that they cannot get the top targets, and if they could not get Fakir, if they won't put the bid in for Fakir, I don't see that they can put the bid in for Tammy, because again, there's going to be some tax on there because it's Arsenal. So I think $40 million to another Premier club becomes a $50 million to Arsenal just because they suck.
I'd go further than that, but big up Artem for saying just play AC at striker. My guy. Always thought it'd be a decent idea for him as well. We can naturally push him into that position over a season or two. But if we're talking about the Tammy to Arsenal news, let's just go straight into it, because Arsenal have allegedly inquired about Tammy Abraham's availability, and we spoke about Aston Villa's interest yesterday, but we... Who's playing that in the background?
Let me guess, Father.
That's me.
Oh, it's you all the time. What's that? Let me get back into this.
At least he's not in the bathroom this time.
Yeah, thank God. Or he ain't sleeping. Also looking to improve their overall squad, and a player of Tammy's quality would bring some fresh energy into their attack. But it's Arsenal. And I get they may not be our rivals in the table anymore, but they're also trying to push themselves back into the top 4 positions. And I don't want to give them a key to improving themselves. Tammy Abraham, right now we've said he's a great goal scorer, but he is still raw as a striker. But Arsenal would give him the regular game time that he would need to improve. And if this transfer bites us on the arse, we aren't going to hit the end of it for years. Tammy isn't 35. Tammy isn't over the hill. So I personally do not want to sell this guy to Arsenal. I don't want to witness him improving that Arsenal shirt. I don't want to witness him scoring that Arsenal shirt. I understand trying to boost transfer funds, but it's not worth it improving Arsenal. So I'd rather not do that anyway. For me, if they want to spend 50 million on a Ben White, they can spend 60 million on Tammy Abraham. If not, they can't get him. But regardless, I wouldn't sell to Arsenal anyway.
Do you honestly think
they improve their club?
Do you honestly think that Arsenal will want to buy Tammy?
Yes.
He'd start for them.
Yep. Because they're looking to get younger. They're all the players they're trying to bring in are young. They're rebuilding the entire club from the ground up. And so you need a young striker because the back end merchant, what's his name? The guy that just puts his butt on everybody.
Oh, Lacazette.
Yeah, that fraud.
Yeah, him.
He's getting over. He's about done too. So yeah,
a solid minute to get that.
Yeah, he does. That's how he plays, man.
Come on, the man looks like a wish Thierry Henry, man. Absolute fraud. And then you got Aubameyang on his 390k a week contract, playing like he's on a 10k a week contract. Of course, they're going to want Tammy Abraham. He'd probably back more in a Premier League season than the other two would. Aubameyang ain't been the same since that contract extension. We know this. He ain't the same player.
We were going to send Tammy plus money. The first talk was Tammy plus money to Dortmund, Tammy or Cho or maybe a combination of them to Tottenham for Harry Kane, and everybody was fine for that.
No, but that's the thing. That's different because we strengthen ourselves as well by getting Harry Kane in. So I don't really mind if we do that.
Okay, so
if it's Arsenal though, and we just say, here's Tammy Abraham. There you go. Like, what are we getting out of it?
What if that's key to bringing in Lukaku or Haaland?
Well, we should have the money for them anyway.
What if we slap a buyback on it?
I don't want to buy back on him.
I know, because this is the thing for me. This is the thing for
If
me.
we're
like,
selling Tammy, then we're saying he's not part of our long-term plans.
Yeah.
no, because listen, right? This is how I get it, right? Or the way that I think about Tammy, right? I don't care where he goes, right? Because in my opinion, unless he either gains like 20 pounds or not 20 pounds, but like 10 to 15 pounds of pure muscle, right? Or unless he somehow gets an aerial ability, I don't think he's really going to progress like that. So I'm fine with selling him to whoever. Like I genuinely don't care. As long as he gets out the club, I genuinely don't care. Like it's not that deep to me. I don't think he's going to improve their team. Like seriously. Like actually,
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to improve their team, especially with the way Arteta has been playing recently. He's just
No
going to
way.
disappear like he always did whenever we were getting pushed back into our own.
I don't mind if we sell him there as long as Arsenal's still bad. So
Yeah, I mean, I'd like,
basically, it's like send them to Chelsea retirement home.
yeah.
Yeah, but the
Like, I'd
difference is
I'd rather not
Tammy's
send him to
23,
Arsenal.
not 33.
Right.
I'm telling you, like he is not going to improve unless his physicality changes.
But it will change and it will improve.
I disagree. I don't think so. What has he done to show us that he's going to improve? He's been on a boat for the past 3 weeks.
But he's 23, you know. Like at this age, everyone said Andreas Christensen was just a little fairy that couldn't do anything in defense. Now he's 25 years old and he's beefed up. It's just developments.
That's true again. But he changed his physical prototype. I don't think Tammy's going to do that because he's going
Okay.
if he adds on weight, he's going to lose the little bit of pace that he has. So he's going to fully turn into a tapper.
No, he's just going to become a bit more powerful. He won't be like a long distance runner, but it'll be bursts of pace.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it's not going to be that deep. He's not going to be that good.
Yeah, I mean,
With-
he's
Bro,
not, like you said,
I'm
he's
gonna
not
be
in the
real.
lab
If he
right
was
now.
not going to be that good regardless, then well, I mean, he wouldn't be our top goal scorer the last 3 seasons anyway.
It looks like
Look,
Nuno is not going to.
I bet you if we had any other striker, we would have had the same stats.
With Tammy,
It depends on the striker because it's all profiles, isn't it?
If we had like Isak, the same prototype as him.
He's
He
the
would be
Swedish Tammy. He's the Swedish Tammy.
It's a very it's a similar prototype, isn't it? It's the same sort of profile.
Yeah, I'm
He's
saying
a bit-
he would have
His
scored
style
more
of play is a
goals.
bit different to Tammy still, though.
It's
Yeah, there's a bit of changes, but this is similar, isn't
For
it?
the
Similar
people in
but
the
different.
comments saying stop hating on Tammy, I'm sorry. Like I've given him his opportunities. He's failed me. Like what do you want me to do? Like he hasn't
Look.
proved anything to me. So why am I going to support him?
with Tammy, he's like Marmite for this fan base. This fan base either love him or they hate him. And
It's a 5%
unfortunately,
that loves him, by the way. It's a 5%. 95% don't like him.
yeah, well, the thing is that unfortunately with Tammy, he doesn't suit Chelsea's football club striker mentality because we want a big, strong individual up front who's going to bang in 20 plus goals every season, and Tammy's not that sort of striker. And 2, with Tammy as well, unfortunately, Tuchel doesn't like him. If Tuchel liked him by the end of the season, he'd be more involved than he was. So, unfortunately, he's not going to feature. So the best thing to do is, no matter what, is just get rid of him. No matter who it is, get rid of him. Let's not keep hold of him and let him go for free and lose out on money when we can gain whatever we can gain for him.
Exactly, Wayne. Like,
I agree with you on the second point. I agree with you on the second point that because of the issues with Thomas Tuchel, it does make more sense to sell. But with the first point about what was it he said? He doesn't fit the profile. He can become that player. That's the thing. It's just Chelsea don't have the patience for it, which is why we need to sell. So that's just me more building on it. I get with most
Because
of what
we're
you're
not
saying.
Arsenal.
But
That's why
you're
we
saying
didn't-
you think that player. No. I wouldn't say it's because we're not Arsenal. I'd just say it's because we're more ruthless. We're
No,
quicker.
yeah, I'm talking about the timetable. Like the timetable, right? Like we just won a Champions League. Next up is Premier League, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's develop these 23-year-olds now.
But I also say as well, if Tammy Abraham just accepted a cheaper contract, we would just be loaning him out. And then you would see that player at Chelsea in 2 or 3 years' time anyway.
Yeah,
So-
but then again, that shows a mentality that's not.
Let me give you another piece
I
of
wouldn't say
news.
it's not mentality. It's we gave Callum Hudson-Odoi 120k a week, and now it's coming to
should-
bite us in the arse.
Tammy should be in the lab right now getting better. and he's not. That's
He's
my
not.
thing.
He's on a boat.
Yeah. Let me give you another piece of news that
well, I
affects
mean,
us.
it's their holiday,
You're
isn't it?
on a boat, you know,
Yeah.
like it's,
He had a
You know
holiday all
you do
season,
know it's their
Lewis.
holiday, right?
All season. He had a
You know it's
holiday
their
all
holiday,
season.
right?
of course. But the thing is, he only has a month of preseason. You don't gain
Everyone
No,
only has a
no.
month of
in a month.
preseason.
Tammy,
You
Lewis,
don't gain 15
he didn't
pounds
play
in
for
a
like the
month.
last
You
5
don't
weeks,
learn
6
how to
weeks.
run with that style in a month. If you really wanted to improve, you'd say, nah, bun the holiday. I'm going to go in the gym.
Right,
Yeah.
but how do you know he's not going into the gym in holiday anyway?
And who's Jim?
And what gym is on what gym is on a yacht? Like, what gym is on the boat? He
You
lifted
took my
weights while
drink.
the sun's
You
rising,
took my joke there, Budgeters. No, you just took my joke.
Can't be
How dare
bothered.
you?
Did you write it down? Did you write it down, Wayne?
Yeah, I all planned, all sealed. I thought, yes, I'll get that out. No, so get away from me.
Yeah,
Damn,
look,
my
I'm
dad.
guaranteeing about 2-3 years, Tammy's going to be the striker that everyone said he wasn't going to be. The only thing
I don't know.
isn't going to be at Chelsea, but that's fine anyway, as
Give me
long
a
as he's
month
not a
and I will-
rival.
Give me
So-
a month and I might put money on it. Depending on where he goes, I might put money on it.
Okay, so let me give you a piece of news that will help with the Emerson going out. It looks like Heisig from Napoli is going to end up at Lazio, which means Napoli is now in the market for a left back.
Well, who went to?
He's sad.
Hisaj is signing for Lazio to
The
go
Napoli
to
right
be
back.
reunited. It's Hysaj.
Oh,
He's sad.
However you pronounce that. It's too many consonants together. So that means they're in the market for a left back, which they're looking at Emerson. So we could see that domino drop here pretty soon.
I mean that.
Honestly,
I mean, I shrug my shoulders to any Emerson deal. If it happens, cool. That's another 20 million in the bag. But if it
Yeah.
don't happen, whatever, it's depth. Like, Emerson, I couldn't be less interested really in whatever happens. If he stays at Chelsea, cool. We've got a depth player. If not, fine. Alonso, we need to get rid of at any circumstance, but we've got to wait for that to happen as well.
Alonso to Barcelona.
Barcelona, how is a man falling upwards like this? What?
Barcelona.
Yeah, it sounds like Zappacosta to Inter is probably what they're gonna do with for a Hakimi replacement. That's what
Big
I've
up
been reading.
GoAM as well. I didn't read the donation. Man said when Kepa starts more than you, it's time to. Has Kepa got more minutes than Tammy
Oh, no question.
I think so. No.
over the season? That's no. If it's under
Tuchel.
Tuchel, probably.
Yeah.
If it's over the season,
No.
it is
that's
what
got
it
to
is.
be under
Man,
Tuchel.
Tuchel.
Because listen, this is the thing that we're not really. I don't think the people in the chat have understood. Right? We're talking about Tuchel as a tactical master, right? As a player, as a coach, he is one of the best coaches in the world, right? One of the coach's main jobs is to develop your players, right? So you're able to see their talents while they're young, so you know how to develop them. If he's trying to get this man out of the club, what does that say?
You know,
my
Tammy
thing-
only
my-
has like
Just
300
take the
more
money out of
minutes than
Take
Kepa
the money out of
all
it.
year.
Because he still has years on his
All
contract.
year, or all season.
All season, he only has 300 more minutes than Kepa.
Raw.
Which is a
1,500
Really?
minutes and Kepa was at 1,200 minutes.
God. God. God.
So that
Wow.
yeah, like for me
I'm
with
just-
Tammy,
I
like
swear Tammy played bare in the first half of the season. Am I
Kevin played a
missing
lot under
something?
Tuchel.
No,
Kepa
he didn't.
just had
No,
the
he
cup-
didn't play
the whole
every
cup
minute
run.
start.
Kepa
Yeah, Lewis,
literally had
like-
the FA Cup run to the final and played against Newcastle, and that was it.
Yeah, but so did Kepa,
Bro,
didn't he?
The thing is, dog. The
No,
thing is,
that is Kepa. That's Kepa.
Oh, you're on
Wait.
about Kepa, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like at the start of the season, though, like Werner was playing over Tammy as well, then, but like
Big up
Lampard
Werner.
did prefer. Lampard did prefer Timo Werner over Tammy as well. Tammy only played a few games, I'm pretty sure. He didn't play every game. I just think we maybe have that illusion he maybe played a lot at the start. But
Now the games,
I-
Tammy played 32 games, Kepa played 14, but Tammy did not play entire 90s.
yeah.
Keeper's
He
didn't
probably
play
got subbed on a lot.
Big up GoAM again saying Tappy is curling Coke cans in the gym while his girlfriend is saying, "Great job, baby. You'll show them next season." Let's
He's
say
taking
Coke
a
cans.
That's a
piss, bro.
violation, you know.
Go ahead. I can't. This guy's Tammy slander is unmatched. I
Yeah.
swear down. I feel like it's
Tappy's
the
the
only
best.
time he's
Tappy's the
not
best
let
name
around.
ever.
It's
Tappy is the
genuinely
best
hilarious.
nickname.
Man said Coke cans.
Go ahead,
Like,
Davis.
Curling
You
Curling
were
Coke.
saying
Coke
for real,
cans.
though, like, for
I
real.
can't be bothered.
Yo, with the Tommy situation still, like as I said, I used to play pro football in Jamaica, and trust me, when a coach don't like you, bro, it doesn't matter if you're good or not. He just won't play you. You get me? So, in my opinion, Tommy, he's still young, and at his age where he is right now. I think he'd still be a good striker. But as Louis said, like the direction where Chelsea is heading to, or where we have always been, is that we don't really give young players, a chance to get it right, because we're all about winning trophies and keeping up with the likes of Liverpool and Man City. Because look at it, Mason Mount. If Mason Mount wasn't playing to that level that he's playing for the past 2 seasons, he would have not been in the team like that, getting all those games. They get me? It's because Mount is, as Johnny would say, he has the minerals.
Exactly.
You get me? So
No,
with Tommy now, the best option for Tommy is to just leave Chelsea, because Chelsea are trying to buy a striker. So that just shows you that he's not there. He's not in the plan. So he should just go. And I think he will get better if he gets the time. If he goes to Arsenal, it's a possibility he might hit the ground running and we see a new Tommy Abraham. But
I
by
wouldn't even
then,
say hit the ground running. But for
Huh?
me, it's like
yeah.
give
Oh,
him
he'll
a
be on the
year or
ground
two
plenty.
there. Yeah, probably.
nah, they still
But give him a year or two, let him fill himself out a little bit more. He's going to be a really strong player for them. And I
yeah,
don't want Arsenal having that talent on their hands. And I don't want us to be the one that hands it to them. You
but
know
listen,
how long they're
Louis,
going to rip into
Louis,
us for that.
Louis,
I'm good, you
everyone,
know.
listen, everyone that keeps saying, "Oh, Chelsea, oh, they should be sad because we sold Salah, we sold De Bruyne." Bro, we have won the Premier League, the FA Cups, the Champions League without Mohamed Salah, without Kevin De Bruyne, without Romelu Lukaku. All those guys we sold, we have still won the Champions League without them.
exactly.
But selling De Bruyne was still a big stinker.
No.
No,
That one was a violation. That one was a full violation.
bro,
But
yeah. De Bruyne was a stinker, but who did we beat in the final to get the Champions League?
That was
Kevin De
Joseph.
Bruyne.
I know, but like,
That was
same
Joseph.
way.
The
How much
player
more
wanted
do you
out,
have
guys.
with De
That's a
Bruyne?
tough one too. The player wanted out. That's tough.
Jose tax. Jose
Yeah,
tax.
I love Jose, but that second spell there was a lot of L's there.
Yeah,
There was a
but
lot
at
of
the end of the
L's.
day, bro, Chelsea, we all know Chelsea ruthless, bro, in any point at all. Whether the club, on the field, the managers, everyone is ruthless. So De Bruyne are going
No,
out in the
ruthlessness, I get it, but in the case of like a De Bruyne or a Lukaku, put a buyback clause, first refusal.
Yeah.
Is that
No,
too much to ask?
because when Mourinho
Am I
came back,
asking too much just for
No,
first
no,
refusal on
absolutely not.
Kevin De Bruyne?
Absolutely not.
Mourinho thought he was untouchable when he came back, so he didn't give a shit. You get me? He just did what he wanted. He
Yeah,
didn't
but
want
I mean, when does the manager ever really have control over transfers? That's the board. They
yeah,
could.
but Ed Mourinho did want De Bruyne back in a few seasons. He could have told them like, I need this guy, but not this season or next season. They put a buyback because he could have said, of course, he could have said, because we were having him as a long-term manager.
Like my whole thing with Tammy is that, like, yeah, I prefer to not have to sell him to Arsenal, but if they do sell him to Arsenal, you have to realize how little they rate him as a player. To sell him to a rival, that means that they rate him so low that they don't think he's going to pan out to be anything. Like if they wouldn't sell they wouldn't sell like Werner to Arsenal or something like that, or deliver like they wouldn't they rate Tammy so low that they don't think that he's going to develop into any sort of threat to their team to be able to sell them to Arsenal. Just like David Luiz went there and Willian went there. Like Chelsea said, okay, have David Luiz. We don't rate him at all anymore. Like take him. He's £8 million. Here you go. William. Okay, William wants to go there. He doesn't want to sign a new contract. Go to Arsenal. We don't like.
That does not mean don't make them run their wallets, bro. That does not mean don't make.
No. Like they can pay
extra sauce on top of that 40 million.
I don't think Tammy's going to Arsenal. I just don't
think so either.
If Tammy Abraham rejects another wage contract, because he already reject one, then sell him gone. He's gone.
They should have sold him already.
I'm not saying not sell him. I'm saying he's not going to Arsenal.
Yeah,
Can we talk about Spurs losing another manager? Can we at least mention that Spurs just lost another manager?
Yeah.
I can't lie.
The legend Graham Potter.
I would have sold him to Arsenal.
Nuno.
These men are going to be
Nuno's
hiring
so bad.
legendary more expressions at this
Nuno
rate. I
turned them
cannot
down?
wait.
He's going to
Harry
say Archie.
Kane as a player manager. That's their next offer for him to stay.
Graham Potter's gone and
Ryan
said,
Mason.
I don't want to go to you because you're not a top 4 club.
Ryan Mason and Maya Mason going to get that extension sooner than later.
The minerals.
You gotta take the mick out of expressions, man. You just have to take the mick.
I've got to say this though, Lewis. I've got an idea, right? We're talking about doing buyback clauses and stuff like that, yeah?
Don't even say something stupid, please.
No, I don't. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, right, we can go to Arsenal and say, look, here's Christensen. We don't have buyback clause. We don't want you. Have him.
Not even letting him finish. Can't be bothered for it. I cannot be bothered. Not even letting you finish without a was.
I'd rather have a Santa Claus than a buyback clause on some of these players. So there you go. There's a dad joke for the day.
Oh, it wasn't the gym joke.
No, that's more of a PG-13. That's a frat house joke right there.
PG-13.
I
That's
don't
probably
know.
universal shit.
I don't know. The ratings are skewed now. I mean, as long as you don't.
You get one curse word for PG-13 in the whole.
I didn't even say a curse word, so it has to be.
I know. So it's not PG-13.
Yeah,
So you get
it's
one
just-
curse word for a PG-13.
17 goals first season at the age of 22 years old without Hazard. He's only 23 years old. That's a decent strike with growth. I'm telling you, man, 25, 26, he's going to be a baller. I don't want him at a rival club when that
But
happens.
let's talk about the physical attributes to his game.
Let me get my magic 8 ball real quick.
The man is 6'4". The man is 6'4" with legs like a twig. He has no balance. He has no aerial game.
And he was good.
Magic 8 ball.
Right,
Will Tammy be good?
Let's use Didier Drogba as an example too. Didier Drogba didn't really fill out like that until he was in his 25, 26. When he was in the French league, he relied more on getting in behind back then too. You have to develop and continue to grow and get bigger and stronger.
Hang on. No, right. I know I laugh and joke, but now you're taking the piss. Do not put Drogba's name next to Tammy Abraham. Do not put a legend next to that man.
Just because you say Drogba and then Tammy does not mean Tammy is going to become Didier Drogba. No one's saying that.
Lewis,
I'm saying Didier Drogba didn't come into football wham as hell. He became that as he developed. So will Tammy Abraham.
He had balance.
Yo.
Didier Drogba's balance was elite.
You know,
Tammy Abraham cannot stay on his own 2 feet. Every time somebody puts a hand to his back, he goes down to the ground. He does
Yeah, I will say about
And
Didier
you know
Drogba
what
in his
that
first
is?
season.
Strength.
Didier Drogba
You will get stronger.
And then
Didier
he
Drogba
goes
in
to
his
get
first season
slower,
used to
so
go
his
down a
ability
lot.
to run in behind defenses drops down.
bro.
His main attribute right now, being able to run in behind defenses or sneak into the front post or the back post, goes away. He's not that fast anymore. When you gain that muscle, you lose the speed.
But then he
That's not
becomes the
necessarily
target
true.
man that everyone's calling him out to be
Target man
already.
Without aerial game.
Have you?
But that's going to develop in his game.
23, how long does he have to develop already, though?
Fam, I'm saying 25 with this guy.
Bro,
You have to have
you
some
have only
core
got time
elements
to
that you can
develop
build
that,
upon.
man. Come
Yes,
on, bro.
build upon everything.
You know what I think is slander here is because we've dedicated so much time on a player who's not going to be here. That slanders the rest of the team, man.
Bro, Tammy Abraham can develop in a top.
Declared
top
saying,
side.
why go to Arsenal to play behind the Aubameyang and Lacazette? He'd probably start for them. Won't
They're
even
trying
lie
to
to
move
you.
on from both those players.
Yeah, he'd start for them.
He's trying to
Aubameyang,
move on
they
both of
prefer
those
to play him
players.
on the left anyway.
Yeah.
Start over
And
Lacazette.
yeah, he's their top goal scorer for this season, but Arsenal fans have still been hella frustrated
Just wait.
with him anyway.
Just wait. But then what happens when Tappin Tammy hops onto the pitch and does nothing for 90 minutes? He's going to get subbed on for a Lacazette that does one thing in 3 games and holds the starting spot for the rest of the season. That's literally what's going to happen.
It's not what's going to happen because, like we said, Arsenal are switching around. They're trying to make a younger squad.
Bro, dog,
Lewis
we
is right.
don't know, bro. No one knows the future, bro. When Chelsea had Salah, nobody was looking at Salah. But when he left and
Trust me.
Fiorentina and came back to Liverpool, all eyes were on Salah, bro. We don't know. Tammy can turn into the next Hurricane for y'all. We don't know.
Tammy will make you all pay for his slander.
I'm a
Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball.
I'm gonna hold my spot down. I have seen what this man has done to my club. I'm not going to let him go
He
through it.
never do nothing bad, to be honest, bro.
What's he
Tammy
done
do nothing
bad?
bad.
He's been our top goal scorer the last 3
I put faith in
seasons.
him and then he disappointed. Nah.
He
Bro.
wasn't top goal scorer this year, by the way.
Wasn't he? In all competitions?
He got 12 goals
In all competitions?
in all competitions.
I mean,
Lewis
so
is right, though, guys.
I think Burn's
Look
gonna
at-
want
look
we
at-
got more than him.
I don't know. I'm talking about the Premier League. Where he only got
Oh yeah,
6.
yeah, in the Premier League it wasn't him. I'm talking about all competitions.
It was Jorginho, but with
Bro, are you
7.
really a Chelsea fan if you're saying that?
What?
No, Lorita's comment.
Who?
Who? Crofty.
Crofty. He said, to be honest, I'll laugh so hard when he scores against us next. I'm gonna be real. If he scores against us for Arsenal next season, I will not be laughing. In the back of my head, I'll be like, I fucking told all you, man, and here we
No,
are.
I don't care. He can score all he wants.
Yo.
We're probably still gonna beat them.
I will care when they rub it on our faces for the rest of the season.
Yo,
They've been waiting to get one over on us after Willian, David Luiz, Petr Cech, who, to be honest, is pretty decent at Arsenal
We'll still
too.
be up 3-1.
Well,
as long as
3-1
you sign
what, man?
Holland,
We haven't beaten them in 3 games.
Go to Arsenal, brother.
I don't want no 3-1 up on transfers. I want to fucking beat them for once.
What?
Every
Lewis,
game we
Lewis,
turn into clowns against these dickheads.
Lewis, exactly what you're saying. It's not about us, or about this club or whatever. It's actually on you because of what you're done to yourself with Arsenal fans.
Me?
And the
No,
thing-
because I
you
go on
dig yourself
AFTV and
into.
chat shit and we lose. I go on AFTV and be humble and we lose. Regardless of what we do, we lose. It ain't
Lewis-
on me no more.
Lewis, there's a lot of
loved it.
videos of you on YouTube that are titled "Watch Lewis speaking with his chest about Arsenal and then taking L's." Like, there's
Right,
lots of
and
videos
then I went
on
on
YouTube.
to the last one when we lost 1-0. I was calm. I didn't say a word, and we still moved like clowns. So
Yeah,
I
but-
give up. Whatever I
Yeah,
say, we're going to do some bullshit anyway.
You know what
Big
the
up
thing
Go
is,
AM
man?
saying 23 and still needs years of neck training just to be average. You know what? I agree with you on
Man's
that.
gonna
He
be
does
hitting
need
that on
years
the
of
yacht. He's
training,
gonna be hitting.
but he will get better at it.
He's gonna be
Just
hitting. On,
don't be at a rival club. Send him
Yo.
to Palace or West Ham.
he's gonna be
or
doing his
Lewis.
next training on the
Not
boat.
West Ham.
Aston Villa.
Not West Ham.
Lewis.
Not West Ham.
Aston
Aston Villa.
Honestly, guys, let me tell you, bro. It don't, bro. You know when Arsenal beat Chelsea, it doesn't even affect me.
Huh?
It don't affect, bro.
Me neither.
Bro,
Speak for yourself, my bro.
bro. Listen, up, man. Losing to Arsenal is like losing to West Brom or one of them teams, bro.
Yeah, Charity
You get
FC.
Bro, remember, bro, we've destroyed Arsenal so many times,
Vic.
bro. Remember, we gave them 6. We
Vic.
had Torres and
Are you surrounded by Arsenal fans, bro?
We have our Salah scoring on Arsenal, and it's 6, bro. You get me?
Vic.
That goes without a reply.
Are you surrounded by Arsenal fans, though, bro?
No, of course. I have
That's
friends as
why.
well.
That is why. That is why.
No,
You don't
you know
have
the
them
thing
in
is,
your ears every
Lewis.
day. I have
Lewis.
lived around these shadow dwellers.
Lewis, when Chelsea lose to Arsenal, those 2 games, that last season, none of my Arsenal friends message or call me because they know they can't. Bro, we damaged them in the Europa League final 4-1, bro. The only chance of returning to the Champions League, and we kick them out it.
Lewis, you know what you do when they start chirping, Lewis? You just hold up that big, beautiful silver cup, and you just
No,
hold it
now
in their
we
face.
can do that. Now we can do that. Last season, nah, we just clowned ourselves. Absolutely clowned ourselves. And you just sound like you got nice schooner mates around me. Me, I got wild lads like this guy. Levi, I see you waste, man. Bun you and your property bollocks. All these, man, are in my ears as soon as we got points.
Bro,
Every single
because
fucking time.
your reputation, Louis, or your reputation, apart from that, bro, they have nothing on you, bro. Honestly.
This was before AFTV. Like my college, right? I was the only Chelsea fan in my class, and everyone else in the college in my class were Arsenal fans. And that was a season we lost 3-0 at the Emirates. I couldn't show my face in there for a week.
No, don't blame that. No, you're blaming football when you still want to go to class. Let's get honest. We know the
only
truth.
thing,
Of course.
of
course.
brag about
You
is
think
that
I
they
give a
win
shit?
the FA Cup. They have nothing else to talk about. Just winning the FA Cup. Bro, Arsenal have not won the title since 2003. I wouldn't
They're
care
literally
about
stat padders. They're stat padders.
Arsenal.
They are. They're FA Cup padded. That's what they are.
They just stat pad on his little
Right,
major
and let's
trophies.
keep them there. Do not give them Tammy Abraham, who could actually take him places in a few years. I'm good.
What,
Where-
FA Cup?
Let him build up Eddie and Nketiah and that.
Where are they gonna go from 8th to 6th? Oh,
So here's how.
Don't say that because the only thing Kroenke really wants is to get him back into top 4.
So here's how to describe Chelsea and Arsenal. Chelsea, their trophy cabinet is made from a professional carpenter. You know, it's custom ordered cabinet.
straight from
Arsenal go down to IKEA and pick up the freaking thing on sale. That's their trophy cabinet. They're talking about dinner dishes as trophies.
They got one of these jumps.
Yeah.
Hang on, Jesters. I've got to
This
ask
is
you
the only
right,
cup.
what's
This is
happened
the
to you
only
this
cup
morning?
Arsenal fans have raised in the last few years. This coffee cup right here. This is the only cup they've lifted.
Jesters, what have you taken this morning? You coming out with all these jokes this morning. What's going on?
He's coming off on
yeah,
straight pride. That's
look.
what he's on. He's
Yeah,
coming
first
up.
of all, it's just waking up, but I have a lot of jokes. Actually, I'm quite funny. I because you don't know who's going to be offended by what. You have to kind of hold back because like the gym joke. Some people are like, "Oh, that guy he's homophobic." So you have to be really careful about what you say.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing. I feel more comfortable every time I'm on with everybody here that you all won't be offended. Because you never know what's going to trigger a certain people, and just try not. It's not my channel to do something like that. So I try to keep it down. But no, look, man, you can set me up. I'll knock him out of the park all
Be
day
amongst
long.
friends, mate. Come out.
Huh?
If you're coming out of the closet, you're amongst friends, mate. Well, you're welcome.
I don't even have a closet in my house. I don't know what you're about. Literally no closet in my house.
Next, Hurricane, please. Hurricane.
Harry Kane?
Man, all right, here's the Hurricane. He ain't coming, Chelsea.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you
I
go.
gotta bounce. I gotta get ready for work.
There's no chance.
There's no way. Honestly,
Like, all it is Simon Phillips saying like he's a primary target, but it's like
Yeah, he's a joke man.
yeah.
I gotta
I
bounce. I
think
gotta
of
get
Simon
ready.
Phillips regardless, but nothing.
All right,
happening.
So y'all have a good day. We're watching the Euros later on, and while I'm at work, so I'll be keeping one eye on the Euros. So
Did any
Y'all
of
have
you
a
watch
great
the
day.
Belgium and Portugal game anyway?
Better just
I
Like,
did.
probably all did, right? Yeah, it was
I
so
was
boring,
on-
wasn't it?
That
It's
shit
a
was
dead
not even
game.
gonna count. Like, so I've supported Belgium for a little bit because back in the 2018 World Cup they had about like 4 or 5 Chelsea players. So I've always I don't know. I've kind of stuck with this golden generation thing. I don't know. It's kind of giving me a little bit of a kind
They
of
still
real.
have a bunch of ex-Chelsea players like De Bruyne, Lukaku,
Exactly.
Hazard, Foden,
Five
Hazard,
started
Courtois.
yesterday.
Yeah, that's why I
Yeah.
still watch it. But I low-key had them as my favorites for the tournament because first and foremost, by the way, Italy are the most overrated team that I have seen. Them men have struggled. They have struggled to break down a team, and they've looked their best after they have a 1-0 lead. After they have a lead and the team has to come at them, that's when they look good. But besides that, when it's 0-0, they have struggled trying to break down teams.
Guys, let's not argue in the comments, please. We've had enough beef for one stream, please.
But not for real though. Like
You know what? We can have crossy debate if Cham's in
the Belgium game, the only good thing from Belgium point of view is that they're able to defend. Because I had all sorts of questions about Alderweireld and Vertonghen, and now they decided to put an equally older guy, Vermaelen, in the back three. So I had questions. I thought they were going to get ran through, but they pulled through it.
I knew they'd beat Portugal. Go on.
Yeah.
No, I was just saying both teams played really defensive, to be honest. First half was a bunch of long balls, but without any supporting runs, which meant whenever someone got the ball down, there was no one really to feed it off to. Great goal by Thorgan Hazard. Eden Hazard looked pretty decent, even though he seemed to have lost that touch of pace, but it makes sense with all the ankle injuries. And I hope that hamstring injury isn't anything too serious, because every Hazard injury is just hella heartbreaking. But yeah, interesting game to watch, to be fair.
Yeah, that was so sad. It was so sad because you could tell that it wasn't a ball he necessarily had to go for, but it was one of those. Okay,
it was a rough game. There was so many yellows in that.
There
were too many fouls.
No, the instance where he pulled his hamstring, like the literal instance where he pulled his hamstring. It was so sad because the ball was basically going out of bounds. But if he got there before the defender, he would have been able to kick off a counterattack, and then he bursted for the ball, and then he just started.
Hazard 2 years ago gets that ball.
Yeah.
Don't get me started on these fraudulent Spanish doctors and medical teams that have ruined my man for the last 2 years. They've ruined this man. I can't stand to watch
for some reason, Thibaut Courtois was walking around fully fit. Priorities, man. Can't be arsed. Charlie Westphal.
He is a goalkeeper.
I know, it's just agenda. I can't lie to you. There's no logic behind it. Charlie Westphal says Lewis debate Lewandowski. Lewandowski was meant to be another rumoured interest from Chelsea if the Haaland deal didn't go through, but it doesn't make sense because Bayern Munich are interested in signing Haaland next season as a Lewandowski replacement. So with that in mind, their plan is to keep Lewandowski, and he's the best player on their squad. So for me, I just don't see any idea of how we would even pull this transfer off. Why would Bayern want to sell to us? Why would Lewandowski want to leave for us? Why would Lewandowski want to leave until next year either? Because it looks like the plan is for him to leave next season. So I don't see any reason why they'd sell now when they're not ready for him to leave. So I just don't see Lewandowski happening. I don't know what you man are thinking, but no chance.
Yo, why are they fully beefing in the chat?
All right, boys. I'll talk to you guys later.
Yeah.
All right, dude.
Bless, man.
Bro, they're fully beefing in the chat.
Man, I don't even know what's going on, but this is becoming daily, man.
It all started about Tappy. Leave. It's not that deep, guys. It's not that deep.
Yes, Victor, what are you saying, man?
You're mute, G.
Oh, yeah, he's on mute. Go on, Dag, anyway. What are you saying, bro?
Yeah, but somebody made a comment about how I'm supposed to be. I have to support the U.S. I am. It's just this is the Euros. They're not in it. But no, they're fully.
It would be rated as a bad transfer move if it happened with the Haaland hype. It wouldn't be a bad transfer move for us. Like, we'll say Bundesliga tax and all of that, but Lewandowski's on a different level to himself anyway. I think even if his numbers dropped, it would be numbers that are more than good enough for Chelsea, so we aren't going to complain with it. It would just be longevity. As a transfer, I mean, I will never say no to Lewandowski. I'm not going to turn my nose up at him. But I think we want something a bit more long-term. So it would also have to depend on the price tag too. How many years is his contract? Let me have
I'm
a
not
quick
sure.
look.
2, right?
Lewis, why
Go
are
on.
you doing that? Because obviously I'm going to shoot because I was going to get ready for Florida's stream.
Let's
But I want to say to you, there's
2-year
another player,
contract.
striker, who we've been linked with, and it's Ivan Toney.
That's a backup option.
Yeah,
Backup option.
why is he leaving Brentford now though, and they just got promoted?
I know, but we have been linked with
Premier
him.
League,
Yeah, but they're in the Premier League.
so that he can stay in the Premier League.
Yeah, but I mean, like, first season with Brentford, I mean, wouldn't you really want to try and push on with them? It don't make sense.
For
to
the
me.
fans, you would, but maybe he just doesn't feel like, hey, this team is not that good. We just gonna get slapped up and down, and especially.
Yeah, but I feel like we're just speculating. Is there anything on Ivan Toney even wanting to leave?
Oh, no.
No, I don't know.
Chelsea
But
are
we have all I
interested.
know is we've been linked with him.
Chelsea have watched and liked Brentford's Ivan Toney, but face Everton battle. That's what the Express is reporting. Everton interested in a deal to sign Toney from Brentford this summer. He enjoyed the best goal-scoring campaign of his career at his first season at Dortmund. Is there anything about him wanting to leave? Brentford signed. That's nothing. 2 Premier League sides are interested in his former striker, expecting him to go upwards for 40 million. So there's nothing about him actually wanting to leave. He played down the rumours surrounding his future, underlining his commitment to achieving the Premier League dream of his current employers. He told 442 he's been aware of reports linking him with various Premier League clubs since January, but he suggested he'd opt to stay with Brentford if they managed to still win the top flight. Well, he said, it was flat, but I'm a Brentford player. You read things, but I don't look too deeply into it. I have to keep going so I can get Brentford promoted, and then I won't have to worry about other clubs local buying me. It sounds like he's focused on Brentford, so I don't think that one's happened.
Anyway,
And even then,
everyone.
going from Haaland to Lukaku to Ivan
Say
Toney.
Wayne.
Bless, bro.
Take care.
If we're doing Lukaku to Haaland to Ivan Toney, then this is 2017. Basically. If we're going to say on our face, we might as well just keep Tammy. Because what else are we going to do?
Honestly, the only logic that I can think of that we're going to get rid of Tammy because he, doesn't want to accept the offer that we offer him. Like, if he wants to increase his wages, like, if he deserves to be a 100K player.
Hey, yo, Goam is low-key a menace, bro.
Oh, really?
He's a menace. Goam is a menace. He got about 15 people ready to pull up on him.
Bro, I want to know what Tammy did to you, my guy. That's what I really want. Or was it a game? Where did your hate for Tammy really grow? Was it something like the Villa?
It was under the low blocks. It was the low blocks.
If you go Chelsea and it was like he didn't wheel his car window down to sign an autograph, I get it, because he's like one of the few players I've seen that never does that. Him and Thibaut Courtois. I get if that's the reason why. But I want to know, why are you so vexed about Tammy?
Charlie has
I don't see anything else.
Charlie has the answer for you.
What was it? Nah.
Charlie has the answer for you.
Oh, Tammy, bro.
Spurs at home in November. Okay. Fair enough. That was a massive howler game.
To be fair, that was because the ex got found out. That's why we drew.
Nah. That guy had about 3-inch perfect crosses.
And also that.
Yeah, he had a bag of crosses.
That's on him. I won't even say nothing about that one. What else is are they really just all beefing in here?
No, fully. They were like, let's set up a SummerSlam.
I can't lie, we need a rematch from yesterday.
Yeah, they were talking about setting up a SummerSlam.
Of course you won the rematch, weren't you?
From
You was
yesterday.
smiling the whole time. One
I
and
want
violent.
to shake hands and be cool with it, but there's
No, you know what? I wanna see you.
Right, instead of beefing, drop us some questions if you guys want, so we we don't have to keep fighting each other and all of
They're
that.
trying to get you some views. He says, set up the fight. Me versus Goam. I'm fully on it. They're ready.
Man, I'd rather see Guy versus Tammy Abraham if I'm being honest. That's been going for months now.
I'd rather see you and Jem going for the crossy debate though.
Yeah, me and Jem can have a fucking Christensen on a pole match. If we lose, he gets sold or some bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Victor, what are you saying, man? You haven't said anything.
I've been trying to talk, but everyone's talking in front of me, so.
Yeah, that happens a lot, man. But go on, chat to us, man.
If Lukaku's worth £85 million, just go and get him and just wait for Haaland for another season or two. Because they literally delivered him on the silver plate to us for £85 million. I say we go get Lukaku.
Okay, right, Victor. Imagine this. Imagine if Real Madrid, because they haven't made any moves, right? So imagine they just, keep accumulating their assets, right?
Yeah.
Start making some money, right? And then they offer Haaland 60 million, right? Or, whatever the
70
table
is.
the bid is. Whatever the bid is, because it's going to be like 60 million here, right?
Yeah.
That means they got more than enough money to go ahead and move on with their Mbappe agenda.
Mm-hmm.
So now you got a team, Real Madrid, with Mbappe and Haaland. I'm just giving you scenarios here, but it's all about. Remember what we did last year with Havertz, right? The year after that, he was going to have a lot of suitors, but nobody had money. So we went ahead and snuck in and we got him. He brought us a Champions League, right?
Yeah.
Not guaranteeing Holland will give us a Champions League, but a matter of jumping in front of your competition, right? Because we have the money. It's not a problem. It's all about how much lower can we get it, right? Eventually, if we're I fully believe that we're going to offer them, if not 150, 140, close enough that it will be okay for them, right? So if we have the ability to get him, it's not just a matter of the goals he's going to bring. It's a matter of the publicity, right? The money from the shirt sales, the revenue, just everything together. It'll pay for it in itself. So it's not a matter of why are we going to spend this much money for him where we can get Lukaku for less. He's going to bring in
shirt sales. So we always have this discussion, like how much do the club actually recoup on shirt sales? Because it usually goes to the brand.
Loads.
It's not how people think it is.
Like,
Everyone gets a cut. There's image
Nike-
rights, everything.
Nike.
Everyone gets a little
pays
cut.
Nike pays us $60 million a year.
Right, but that's going to be regardless of who's on the back of it.
Exactly. So the players like Pulisic, they're going to get us a lot of money because of the United States supporters, right?
No, but they're going to get Nike that money.
No, I know.
You
But
get the 60 million outright.
No. The team also still makes the percentage of that profit. Let me go ahead and search it up.
I know Juventus went this.
Pulisic t-shirt sales make a lot as well.
Haaland keeps some image rights for himself as well. Ronaldo did that too.
Yeah, Ronaldo. Yeah, they made all the money back Juventus from the Ronaldo shirt sales. So
Look,
I know teams
I don't
like,
get how they go on top of it.
Yeah, so I know teams like Juventus and Barcelona get a lot of money from shirt sales. But I'm not sure about for Chelsea.
Winter Surfer saying you don't wait on Haaland, especially if you have a free run at him now. Get the deal done. I feel like it's a case for either because whichever one you get, the other one's done. If you get Haaland, you're not getting Lukaku next year or anything like that. If you get Lukaku, Haaland's going somewhere else next year anyway. So you just go and get one or the other. I've said that I'll take either. I think Lukaku hits the ground running a bit quicker, whereas Haaland's the better long-term choice. But Haaland's also going to be the tougher one to get done because it's £150 million. And also, you got the Sancho to United deal coming in as well. You have to see whether Dortmund would rather lose him for half the price next season and have one world-class attacker next season or lose them both and just have a shit ton of money to spend over the next year. It depends on how they value it.
We just need a world-class striker. That's all I really care about. We just need a world-class striker.
How old is Lukaku? 29, 28?
28-ish. Yeah, 28. He's 28 years old.
Yeah, it's about 28.
Right.
Okay, so it's 15 to 20. It's 7.5 to 20%.
I said, where's the rice prop? Bruv, no rice prop, man.
His rice at home.
Yeah, damn right, man. I don't need fucking rice on the pitch stinking up my midfield. I'm good. £100 million.
This is exactly what happened when you hyping players in the Euros. Exactly what happens. Declan Rice had a stinker. Isaac.
See why I said nothing about Thorgan Hazard earlier? I'll let that one run in its own time. I'll look into him a little bit more, maybe, but he ain't even in for him right now, or even a winger.
Who needs basmati rice when we got Christensen anyway? So
you already know, man. Come on.
He actually did. If you watch the Denmark game, he played majority of the time in CDM. He played majority of the time in CDM, and he did really well.
In the Denmark game, he did play DM, but when they was defending, he went to like a back three. They went to like a back three.
He did, but then when they were in the attack, right? He went into that CDM.
Yeah, he pushes up. Yeah, he pushes up. Yeah.
He was able to immediately get back. Like he stopped a lot of balls going into Kiefer Moore, and then fully just.
It's a good tactic. I think it's a good tactic.
Wales was in the water.
I hope everybody who wanted Chelsea to sign Declan Rice, they can definitely see that he is not a good CDM, bro. I keep telling people this.
But it's too expensive.
The main CDM in West Ham team is that guy. What's his name? Soucek. That is the man that's doing the work, bro. I would sign Soucek more than Declan Rice, honestly.
Yep. Nope. Soucek will just wander off. That's all he does. He'll just wander off.
No, because Bro,
What?
Suchek is a better DM for me. Bro,
We're gonna need
if
a
you
new DM when Gilmore's gone. So
bro,
Yeah, but
I get
a
what you're
backup
saying.
one,
I get what you're
not a
saying.
starter.
But
have you
Suchek
been
does not
watching?
play on his own.
Have
He
you
does
been
not play on
watching
his own.
Declan Rice for England? Have you been watching Declan Rice for
Yes.
England?
yeah.
He's poor.
Yes, I agree.
He looks yeah. Declan Rice
You
thing. He
look
doesn't
like
look
a
like he wants the
£35
ball.
million centre defensive mid. You don't look like a 100
He
million.
didn't look like he wanted the ball. He didn't look like he wanted the
I
ball for
agree.
England.
He's not. I agree. He is not worth 100 million. I completely agree. But Thomas Suchek will leave you wondering. I'm talking. He will leave you wondering. He does not sit.
Listen,
He does not sit.
listen. If I've said this all the while, the manager sets the bar at the club, bro. So if Thomas Tuchel asks this man to sit, he will sit. I'm not asking. I'm
But then
telling you, bro.
you're not really. Well, what's the right word? You're not really using all of his attributes to the fullest.
Yeah,
Like-
but remember, we the type of football that Chelsea play, it's everyone attacking and everyone defending together.
Not
So
as much as Grealish, though.
we have Conte and Jorginho joining the attacks. You know, see when we have the ball, those two men are halfway into the opponent's half. So with the amount of possession we have, so
Yeah,
I
but then
don't see why.
it's gonna have to be Jorginho and Suchek because Conte cannot play with Suchek. They both wander.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna leave your back three like completely vulnerable.
Yeah, but for France, who
Yeah,
Conte and Conte?
Rabiot does a lot of holding.
Oh, it's not Rabiot not play.
No, it was in the group stage. In the group stage, it was Rabiot, Pogba, and the Conte.
And Tolucio play a couple as well too. No,
No, it was Rabiot. Rabiot played
no,
majority.
Tolucio played against Portugal.
Majority.
Majority is just 2 games
They
different.
interchange. Sometimes Kante goes, Pogba sits. Sometimes Pogba goes, Kante sits. They just interchange all the time.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but what I'm saying is, most of the time, there's two of them sitting back. It's not just Conte.
Yeah, it always been Conte, bro. Toulouse, they join the attack.
No,
Kante doesn't always step back. I disagree with that. Kante bumps forward as well.
no,
If
he
you
does.
Yeah, if you watch the
What I'm saying,
Portugal,
I'm saying Suchek and Conte would be the exact same player.
yeah, there'll be too much holes in the midfield.
Yeah, I get where.
Wait. What did I walk into? What? Suchek and Kante, same player. What?
Profile player.
They're not
They
the
both
same
grown-
player. Like,
Same profile. Okay, cool.
I don't
Yeah,
really
they
know
both
if they're the
grown-
same profile. You know, Sushat reminds me a bit of You guys remember Marion Fellaini at Everton when that before he went to Man United? He reminds me a bit of him. Gets in, he bots a lot.
Yeah.
Heads the ball. Yeah, his movement is similar to him. Yeah, he reminds me a bit of Marion Fellaini back in the day. I don't think he's anything like Kante. Kante is more of a combative midfielder.
But in football, bro, if me and you, dog, are playing, see them in a team, it's football. If I see you go forward, I won't join you. And if you go forward, yeah, I will stay and sit back. And if I go forward, you do the same. That's how football has been now. It's not like before, like 10 years ago, when everyone was said, you are the sitter, just sit, don't move. No. If you're playing a 2-man midfield, if that one goes forward, the other one stays back. The two of them won't join. So it's just a matter of.
I agree. I agree with you there. I just feel like it would simply be easier to have somebody who's used to sitting back, who knows their whole job is to sit back. That way, that fully gives Conte the freedom to go forward. You know, instead of saying, okay, for half of the game you're going to be sitting back, but half of the game you're going to be going forward. I feel like it'll just be better. Okay, for the full game you can go forward, because then it's not about picking moments. You know,
it's better to have that versatility.
I think the midfielder we need, is as I always say, one that could sit, that also has like a sick one that can sit, and one that also has a sick passing range. So like, I was looking into a couple of midfielders recently. I was looking into like, obviously my dream, as I think everybody knows, is probably Joshua Kimmich, but that's never going to happen. So, I would love us to try like the attempt for Florian Nahos. I think he's linked with Liverpool. He has a really good passing range, but I wish he could have got some more minutes to the Germany team. But you can't get a midfield with Kroos and like Gundogan and like Joshua Kimmich in there, but he's really good, man. Really
Yo,
good.
let me stop you right there. So wait, one
Yeah.
thing I want to say quickly.
Mm-hmm.
We need a big physical CDM.
Oh,
Leon
Okay.
Not one Declan Rice. That's for
You want
sure.
Goretzka or something?
Leon
We need
Goretzka.
a physical
Leon
CDM.
Goretzka. That's the only name you would need
Oh,
Big up-
Leon Goretzka.
Big up Go AM with one sec. Big up Go AM with the
He's straight
donation.
metal, bro. He's
Here,
straight.
man.
Just, his
Dag
neck
wants
doesn't
that.
move when he runs, bro. He's straight. He's built.
Dag, one sec. Go AM with the donation saying Johnny's wife hiding in the closet with the kids yesterday. Don't worry, Daddy is just upset with the youth again. I can't be bothered, man. Yo, yesterday do we need to go back into yesterday? Yesterday was the past. Like, can we leave the past where the past was?
What
Because
happened?
I don't think either of them want to revisit that either. Like, that was a whole load of fuckery. I've spoken to both of them. They're calm at least. Winter Surf has apologised and everything like that. Johnny seems calm. I still need to chat to him. We haven't had a proper call, but I've messaged him. He seems calm. But, yeah, yesterday.
Was it on the stream?
Yes, it was on the
Get a,
stream.
what's the timestamp? Timestamp. I'm gonna need to watch it.
124.
1 hour 24.
I haven't. Wow. So you guys have the timestamps and everything. Really?
If you're watching it back to back.
That was mad funny, man.
I had a full recording on my phone, literally.
Man,
That's
when-
the full recording. Yeah, I don't know how long these guys just went back and forth for like
6 minutes at least. 6 minutes.
Man, like Surfer tell Johnny, I'll
6 minutes
disrespect you.
42.
Man told Johnny, I'll disrespect you, motherfucker.
Ooh. Damn.
Yeah, it was a bit sticky still.
They're gonna see each other at the bridge, bro. It's gonna be funny.
Fabrizio just tweeted that like City they're definitely gonna sign Hurricane and Grealish. Like,
Yeah. I know that.
Wait, what?
That's no doubt.
What's Fabrizio reported?
City strongly interested in Jack Grealish and Kane, and they're gonna finalize deals after the Euros.
See, this is the thing. It's an arms race between Man City and Chelsea because we're both the main contenders for the Premier League title next season.
No, we're not. Not
It's just more complicated.
If they get those to one-legged race, like there's no.
No, it's not. If they get Kane and we get Haaland, why is it a one-horse race?
Because
both of them are going to give
have
you
a Jack
tons of
Grealish.
goals.
So
Yeah, but we got Kai Havertz.
we have a strong attack just like them.
We also have Kai
And they're
Havertz,
only
bro.
going to get Jack Grealish if Bernardo Silva leaves. So they're
No, I
not
don't
adding to anything. They're replacing.
All right.
And I'm keeping my eyes. I am.
Person. I'm a very.
I know.
Person.
I think he's a good player, right?
You're a religious person. Go on, Tyree.
Realistic.
I think he's a good player. But I'm keeping my eyes really close on Ruben Diaz next season. In case if he goes into next season with this form, I don't think no one could say that this guy is the best defender in the Premier League. And I still think it's Van Dijk. I think people forget about Van Dijk.
He isn't the best defender in the Premier League.
That's
I know that.
Lewis, like no joke, Lewis. The
Keep your eyes on him.
The whole Lukaku train that you got going on. I was about like I wasn't that into it, but after watching what he did to Pepe and Ruben Diaz yesterday, I'm more on board, bro. I'm fully on board.
I'm not really a Lukaku fan at all. The thing is, therefore, Lukaku's a good
bullying him.
Lukaku is a bully.
Oh, look what happens. I bring Andreas Christensen onto the screen, and look who comes to join us. Yes,
listen, I hear you're showing your face tomorrow, yeah? You're showing
I am showing my face tomorrow. The question is, are you showing your face tomorrow?
Listen, I like the old Lewis with actual hair, so grow your hair back quicker, man. Because this one's fucking shameless as fuck. Do you know what I mean?
I like the old gem with less pooey agendas, but we both aren't getting what we want.
How you doing anyway? All good?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. We're chatting about Romelu Lukaku and Tammy Abraham. Your boy is back on the market, my guy. What are you saying?
Oh, fuck me. So wait.
That's what you're saying.
What is the news? What's going on?
Fucking, what was it? Let me get the thing back up.
So
Chelsea have already spoken about terms with Romelu Lukaku, and Inter Milan have set a minimum asking price of €100 million or £85 million for Romelu Lukaku. And
So
for
why
me,
not-
that just sounds like better value for money.
So why not just offer another
To
20
me?
million? Offer another 20 million for Haaland and a potential player, and see if we can get Haaland that way. Why would you offer 100 mil for Lukaku?
That doesn't
Either
make
or,
any
depends
sense,
on your
man.
preference.
Where you gonna go and spend 80 mil on a play? The thing is that.
Oh yeah, that's it. The same source said Bayern Munich. Why do I keep thinking BVB means Munich?
160
They want
million euros
160
for Haaland.
million euros for Haaland, Dortmund.
I told that man that I think 100 mil plus Tammy Abraham is fair, but I don't think people
I read
believe
something
me.
about how 4
I
million
don't think
euros
they
have been
want
locked
a
off it.
player. They don't want a player.
They want
Yeah.
straight cash. They want straight
I
cash.
don't
Yeah,
know.
I
It's like
understand
the
that.
Hakimi
but it's
situation.
possible.
Hey, that extra 50, 60 mil is worth it.
Just already told us that they have their eyes on two targets, either Daniel Malin from PSV or Alexander Isak, who they have a buyback on. So it's
What
not.
was Andres Silva?
They don't want a player. They don't need it.
Listen, what I would say to you guys is it doesn't matter what Inter Milan want or whatever want. If Roman Abramovich wants Haaland, he will go for Haaland, whether it's 150, 140, 130. If that's the guy that they choose to be the man, then this whole Lukaku thing is a load of crap in my eyes. So we'll just have to see. And I still think Haaland's on, by the way.
Yeah, I think they're just covering their bases. They're just covering their bases. If Haaland doesn't go the way that they wanted to, they have Lukaku right there. So I don't think it's a matter of. It's like I don't.
Does Tuchel want Lukaku though?
Huh?
Does Tuchel want Lukaku? That's the question, because we know he wants Haaland.
I
How
don't
do we know
know.
that Tuchel wants Lukaku?
I don't even think Tuchel gets a say in this one.
Game, I don't know why he would.
This is a club signing.
Yeah,
I doubt
Haaland
that.
is a Roma
I
Abramovich
doubt that
thing,
they just go and
and
sign
no one
players
will
without
refuse
talking
him.
to the manager.
No. Haaland is.
No, but that's some player that no manager refuse. Who would say I don't want Erling Haaland? Give me Lukaku. Who says that?
Listen, Tuchel's just won us a Champions League. At the end of the day,
Yeah.
the guy is going to have some sort of say in terms of
No,
who
he
comes
said-
through
he
the
said he
door. He
wants
deserves
Haaland.
Oh, of
some
course
sort
he
of say.
does. Of course
He
he does.
wants it Haaland. He wants Haaland.
But yeah, but he's probably who's gonna say no to Erling
Just
Braut
give
Haaland?
120 mil for Haaland and give him Christensen as well. Done. You know what I mean? Like, then we can move
Oh
on.
my
I
God.
can't see you. Wait, I can't see
How
you.
about we give him Zuma instead?
Nah, not my
That could
boy
work.
KZ Hive.
Or
Leave him
what?
alone.
Is Zuma
Leave
not
KZ Hive.
going to cover enough cash? I wonder why.
Nah, Zuma's worth more than Christensen anyway.
You know
Christensen's
what?
only worth 20
I
mil.
like
Isn't
to
it?
see
That's
you
how
both
crappy he is.
debate live face to face. You know, I can't see. I can't.
Nah,
wait to see
listen,
you.
I ain't coming here tomorrow to talk to Lewis about Christensen the whole blooming night. I'm telling you now. I'm watching England.
I guarantee you will bring up Christensen before I do.
I
Just you
guarantee
watch.
you will. I'll sit down. You go, oh look, Pui agenda Christensen is here. Look,
Christensen is having an
just
amazing
start me off.
tournament though. No one could diss my boy
You'll
Christensen.
come, you'll be like, hey, sit down, man. I'll get you a drink and we'll talk about how Christensen should be sold to Roma for 20
And you'll be telling
million.
me how I'm right, and you're just lying to everyone, isn't you? And this is just all a joke. This is what's
See,
going to happen.
now, whatever your dealer's sending you, man, I want some of that. That's that good right there.
Christensen Ballon d'Or if Denmark win the Euros.
What was that?
What?
Christensen for Ballon d'Or if Denmark win the Euros.
Oh, Christensen.
Someone said it. Someone said it. That wasn't even me that said it.
Right, listen. Whoever said that is even more shameless than Lewis. They shouldn't even be saying that. That's disgusting. I saw
Nah,
something.
man, that's
Hey,
fact,
listen to
man.
this.
Let's roll with it.
Hey, listen to this. I read something. Get him off the picture. Right. I was literally reading something. Right. Someone tagged me something in the group, and it was a guy on social media, on Twitter, and he basically said that if Jorginho wins the Euros, he becomes he becomes more of a legend at Chelsea than Lampard was.
What?
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, that's a bit mad. Still, this is why we have to. This is why Jorginho gets hate, and I don't like it.
What?
He said.
Yeah.
Someone said it.
Wins the
Someone
Euros.
said on Twitter, if fucking Jorginho wins the Premier League, he has a better legacy than Lampard.
He said the
Just
Euro.
one Premier League.
Is it Euros or Premier League? I thought you said Euros.
Premier League, he
Who
said
said
Premier
Euros?
League.
Just one
I thought
Premier
he said
League.
Premier League.
4.
I didn't even read it properly, bruv. I saw Jorginho
Nah,
and Lampard in the
nah,
same sentence,
it's just
I turned
agenda.
away.
It's massive agenda.
I'm not even listening to that shit, man. And then you wonder why.
There's not even anything behind it.
With our fans that have player agendas, shit like this, embarrassing. Did they even watch Frank Lampard play?
Oh, sorry, Mr. KZ
Obviously,
Hive.
man.
Listen, I got no hive. Chelsea
I
hive. bro.
gotta go.
Man, you literally dropped KZ Hive like a few minutes ago.
Nah,
But bless
later,
you
you.
don't see me
Anyway,
putting up
my guy.
pictures of blimmin' Zuma and people in prison like you every day. That's shameless.
Oh, that's because Zuma ain't locking anybody up.
Zuma locked up DCL against Everton at home, bruv. Dealt with
No,
it.
I think that was more Christensen, but we move.
No, I'll tell you what that was. Christensen coming on the pitch against West Brom and us conceding 5 goals. I remember that game. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can blame Kurt Zuma for that one as well because he started that.
Kurt Zuma was
Christensen didn't
awful
play the
against
full
us.
90.
Nonsense. He came on. When he came on, we conceded
Zuma
5
was-
goals. It was all right before
Zuma was
10
awful
man
against
tax.
West Brom, man. Our whole left hand side was poor against West Brom. Alonso and Zuma.
That was left hand side, Jim. I can't lie.
No, it wasn't.
The
Stop
whole left
sticking
hand
up for
side.
this guy, bruv. Stop sticking up for Christensen. You forgot he kissed Mane's ass at the beginning of the season and got a red card, which we lost 2-0 at home.
Yeah, and then he
God.
pocketed him at Anfield and 1 man of the match. It's all mad. This redemption
here we
arc
go.
is glorious.
Here we go.
Then he pocketed Luis
Do
Suarez.
you know what? I can't see you guys face to face tomorrow. Honestly.
I might actually cancel Fata, to be honest. Can't deal with
I might come in my Christensen shirt.
this. He will. He will. I know he will. He will. Just
Yo,
when he
I might
gets
have
there, he
to,
will.
you know.
Man,
Porto final kick, Christensen on the back. Another game that he came on in, but he dropped a 10 out of 10. All mad.
10 out of 10. What is wrong with you, man? Go and get your head tested. Fucking hell.
What do you mean? You go and get your head tested. We're in big June 28, 2021.
Is it
And,
me or is this
and the
guy
man
talking
here
more and
still
more
don't
bollocks
rate
every day?
Christensen.
Every day I wake up and come on here, he's talking more and more nonsense as we go along.
Every day you come on here and you slander the Danish Maldini.
I haven't said anything. I didn't say anything about Christensen. I came.
What do you mean, man? You came in into it's like, let's just sell Christensen.
Listen, as soon as I came in, you went, "Oh look."
A man said 20 million as well. The disrespect. 20 million, you know.
To be honest,
Ugh.
Christensen's worth about 40, 45 mil.
Yes, lads, tell them.
I was say 4 million.
I was going to
4
say
million.
60 million.
That's not too far out, am I? 40, 45.
60?
No, he's not. So,
Louis, man, may I push out, big up on the
So how much is
Bless, bro. Come on, man. Ben White's getting sold to the Shadow Dwellers
how
for
much is
50
Varane?
million.
Varane's supposedly meant to be 70 million, and you're trying to say Christensen is of that level.
Ben White's 50 million, apparently.
Yeah, but that's English tax.
That's English
Danish
tax,
tax.
Homegrown tax. We'll add to it. Same thing.
Just make out as you go along, didn't you?
What do you mean? He's a homegrown player.
Homegrown. He's from Denmark. He wasn't born in the UK.
He still counts as homegrown because he joined us at 16.
That's nonsense.
So the English tax can still run for Christensen because he's got homegrown on his side. So yeah, 60 million, if not more.
If
it's a
zero
rival
off
club,
that.
I want 70 million.
Take a 0 off that, and then we'll talk.
You'd wish, bruv. You'd wish just for the agenda. Any of you guys got any other questions before we wrap up the stream? Because
Can we show
I'm
the?
gonna go get some food.
Yeah, when you
Show the. Never mind.
What was that?
I was
gonna say at the end you're gonna show that penitentiary again, do you?
Oh, of course. Slen's saying Whams if Christensen wins the Euros needs to be in the ballot. Genuinely serious. If Denmark win the Euros, he has a shout at
Slens,
the
I've got
ballot.
a question.
He's probably
That's
gonna
not
get
even an
nominated.
agenda.
For Puskas goal too.
That is an
He's probably
agenda.
He probably get nominated. He could probably get nominated for the Puskas goal.
Slens,
If
I've
that,
got a
if
question
that
for you,
happens,
mate.
US's Twitter is going to blow up.
What happens if Timo Werner lifts it for Germany? The guy that you hate the most, bruv. Then what? What are we saying?
And Havertz wins the Ballon d'Or.
Then what happens? We could do this all day, bruv. We could do this all
Yeah,
day.
come on, man. Timo Werner can decoy run his way into the fucking Ballon d'Or conversation. I'm cool with it.
Exactly. Yeah, I'll listen to that one. That makes sense.
If Denmark win the Euros, though, Christensen is a linchpin of Chelsea winning the Champions League and the linchpin of Denmark winning the Euros has to be in there.
Oh my god.
Messi, Lewandowski, Christensen. That's your front three for the award.
Listen, man. Stop
Come on,
taking
man.
them
Give it to
pills,
Ericsson,
man.
bro.
Stop taking them pills.
Johnny will put Mount
What pills, man? The only one sounds like he's taking pills is you, bruv.
No, listen, bruv. Are you listening to yourself? You actually listen to
I
yourself
am.
after stream? Do you actually sit back and go, what was I saying? What am I saying?
Do you listen to
What is
yourself after stream? And if not, where is this Christensen debate we were meant to be having?
We're having it. We're having it. Waiting for
When?
you. Waiting
Waiting for me. I said yesterday on the stream I was waiting for you.
Listen, live on there, this is what we'll do, right? We will give Christensen, because I've always moaned about consistency and about Christensen, about Jorginho. But next season, well, at some point, it has to be with at least halfway through the season, 3/4 through the season. If Christensen can show consistency, if he gets picked to play in the team and he plays to the levels that you tout him to be Ballon d'Or winner, yeah, we will have this Christensen debate. If he doesn't, and he drops stinkers again, and he loses
Oh,
his
so
consistency,
now we're waiting until
then
3 quarters into next season.
but there's no point of us doing it now. He's only had half a season
Ryan, I've already said
in
to
his whole
Flawless
career.
we need to run this for Agenda FC. I want this guy on. I want to hear what you. I want it. I want this.
Would you really want to be
debate
bored?
again, man. What?
I said, would they really want to be bored listening to you talk about some fucking Krusty the Clown?
No, they'd be bored hearing your excuses.
I just come with facts, bruv. You just come with fucking deludedness. It's not your problem.
Do you? Where's your facts, man? I want to hear the facts, man. I came with the facts. This guy has locked down the entire continent of Europe.
Look at that in its own. You got a picture of Christensen and a map.
No,
like,
it's a real photo, you know.
There's no way that this guy put this the map of Europe. No way.
This is a real photo,
I
you know.
I can see a bit of Turkey in there as well. Not in Europe, mate. Get him out. What are you
Oh
doing?
my god.
Get him out of there.
Oh no, Turkey's still been taken by Jorginho.
Why does James Christensen agenda stink so much? What did Christensen do, man?
I don't hate Christensen, but I just don't.
A man said, "I don't hate." I'm sure of that, man.
Oh my god!
Can you hear me?
Christensen
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, I can hear
refused
you.
to sign your shirt like 5 years
Someone
ago.
just
and
someone
you're still
just
vexed
someone
about
just
it.
called me. As soon as I was about to say something, I literally got a call come in, probably for the best.
Oh.
But, no, I don't
wonder.
hate Christensen. I never hated Christensen, but ever since I met Lewis, this whole penitentiary, fucking prison, every day waking up to an image of Christensen, it's just what? Like this ain't normal behaviour. I'm seriously thinking about going to meet him tomorrow, and after he's had a couple of drinks, walking him to the mental home and just leaving him there. That's what I'm thinking of doing.
Well, we'll walk to the mental home, but they'll take you first because they'll be so
I'm gonna
shocked
send
you
you
don't rate
in.
this
I'm
baller.
gonna say, look, he's already ready. He's got his hair shaved. He's baldy now. You know, I've had to shave his hair. Let's get him in.
Respect the fade.
No, I do. I like the hair, actually. It actually looks better. You look better, bald, mate.
Bald!
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
You like Christensen even more.
Oh, so I look like a fucking Ballon d'Or winner. Love to see it. Let's go. Come on.
Why is Hazard
Yeah,
in there?
what a penitentiary, man.
Hazard
What was that?
is in there. I see Hazard in there as well.
Yeah, you know when it's yard time, everyone has to come out. You can't segregate everyone.
That's the
so
one
it
player
is
you
what it
don't
is.
do that to, man. You can't be doing that to him.
Yeah,
Especially for
we
what he's
love
done
him,
at our
but-
club.
Hazard does have the Legends wing. Do I
Get
have
him
the
out of there.
Legends wing here? Yeah, he's got the Legends wing. He goes home and he's safe. He's secure. He's got Cavossi on the side.
You need to
fruit
change.
basket.
You need to change the fruit bowl to McDonald's, and then that's about it. But yeah, he's all good.
Oh, so
Yeah,
now, before it was, don't disrespect Eden. It's like, put a Big Mac next to him. Come on, man. What are you doing?
well, you're the one that started it. You might as well finish it properly, innit?
No, I respectfully, we have found a separate wing for him.
Prison.
Yeah, it is. He has an Xbox. He has Cavossier. He has the King's Crown. He's living in comfort. He's just locked up, but he's living in comfort. This is like what celebrities get when they go to prison.
That's embarrassing, man. Can't believe
What
you did
the
this.
heck?
What makes you sit there and think to put this all together? How do you even sit there and think? Do you know what? I'm gonna make a.
I'm a creative guy. With a very creative mind
I don't
too.
know if it's creative or worried.
Probably should have did art.
Nah, you're worried because with every game, your Christensen agenda dies a little
I ain't,
bit.
I ain't got no agenda, mate. I just come here to end the player agendas that run from Johnny to
Yeah,
to
yeah, and
Lewis
West Ham
to
run
everyone
London.
else's. West Ham
Yeah,
run
yeah.
London. West Ham
Yeah,
run
West
London.
Ham run London, and you have no agendas. Definitely, man.
I just protect the football club, not the players, bro.
You protect the club, but not the individuals.
You'd rather Christensen win a Ballon d'Or than fucking Chelsea win a Premier League next season. That's the kind of. Yes, you would. Don't lie.
But both
Be
happening
shameless.
next season. They're both happening next season. So, like, why would I need one or the other when they're both happening?
There you go. You can't pick. See, you cannot
No,
pick.
there's no need to pick. It's like, why would I pick Chelsea to win the FA Cup or the Champions League in 2012 when we just go and win both?
It's either or, man.
I don't think it will be though. I think if Denmark win the Euros, there's a massive agenda of
There's no way in
Christensen
hell
does not win.
Christensen is getting in the Ballon d'Or, even if he wins the Euros. Unfortunately.
Well, I mean, come on. The Ballon d'Or has mainly been based on what your team does over the last 10 years anyway. Why do you think we're saying if... Why do you think we're saying if France win the Euros, Kante's going in for Ballon d'Or shouts? If Italy win the Euros, it'll be Jorginho.
Emerson.
No, it won't be Jorginho.
You don't want it to be Jorginho.
No, it won't.
But
It won't be them
Jorginho.
players because they're not world-class players. Kante is a world-class player.
But
that's
they
won
will have had a
everything.
world-class season.
Everything. Yeah, but he's won everything. Every trophy possible other than this. This is the only
Yeah,
one.
but he didn't do that in 1 year.
Doesn't matter. His career is packed with
He did that in a bunch of years.
You know, Christensen was playing on the bench when he was winning things, you know? Like, leave it out.
No, he wasn't. Europa League final, he played in the final in the back four. Champions League final, came on and absolutely bossed the Man City attack for 50 minutes.
Does he have a Premier League medal? Probably does, doesn't he? Just for sitting on the bench.
He was in the 14-15 squad, but I don't think he played. He was too young back
Exactly,
then.
but still, he would have still
not
got
yet.
a medal.
Played the last one.
The whole
No,
squad.
he wouldn't have got a medal. I don't think he did.
No, he's not got.
Yeah, he needs a Premier League, man.
Nah, he's won nearly everything in football. Just got to win the league next season, and that's it. And the Club World Cup in December as well. Also, we do in the Club World Cup and Denmark win the Euros. Yeah, he's got to win the Ballon d'Or. That's it.
No, he's going in your Ballon d'Or, not everyone's. He's going in your specific mind's Ballon d'Or.
The mind of people with sense will go for Andreas Christensen.
Mind of people
if you
with
just go for name value, you'll go for average Donnies who've done nothing this year, like the likes of Messi and Lewandowski. But it is what it is.
11 average. You are shameless, man. You are shameless.
Hi, we need to play Bayern so we can lock up Lewandowski too, and then we can throw this fucking debate in the bin.
To be fair,
That'll be
Lewandowski
enough.
was robbed. He was robbed last season. I think he deserves at least one, to be fair.
Yeah, he was definitely robbed last year. That was a load of bullshit. But, you know, when your time passes, it comes and goes, and now we have to make way for the future.
Wait, Lewis, I'm about to go right, but before I go, just a couple last things to say. My boy Kai Havertz is clear of Bruno Fernandes. He's clear of Phil Foden, and I'm contemplating starting a KHI next season. So yeah, I'm gonna
Kai
shoot
Havertz,
you guys later.
go early, man. The Euros is fresh. He's about to knock England out.
Yeah, he also has the Champions League medal, so he's clear of Bruno Fernandes. What does Bruno Fernandes stunk out in the Europa League final well? Kai Havertz won this one. He also and Phil Foden is doing that slim shady on the wings when Kai Havertz is scoring goals. So there's some man that was saying Kai Havertz is not a generational talent, which I still think he is. So I'm gonna dip out here, so guys. Havertz is clear, Bruno and Foden later.
Yep, alright, big up yourself, bro. Let me just check. Was there any other Chelsea news for the day, or are we going to end it here?
Simon Phillips just made a tweet just now.
Simon Phillips dropped another tweet.
Yeah.
Oh, what's he said now?
Christensen out the door. Yes, Simon Phillips.
If Romelu Abramovich is able to pay what it takes to get Haaland now, then I think he will do it. A Dortmund source told me it will be around 160 million to get Haaland this summer. Right, so fees gone up. 160 million euros, which is 125 million pounds. Oh no, then he's tweeted again. 137 million pounds. Okay.
Just do it.
137 million. Okay, that's a bit less than what it originally was. So
on
that's
his
not too
website,
bad.
he said Petr Cech is pushing the move for Chumeni.
That's why
and
we're
we
gonna
have
get
meetings
Haaland.
organized with him next week with
That is
him and
why.
his agent.
Really? Petr Cech's moving the Tchouaméni news.
Yeah, CFC news page wrote on his website, Simon Phillips. So he's spoken about our interest in Johnston, Koundé,
So I've got to go. I've
Varane,
got a
and
watch along to
Chumeni.
do. Yeah, I'll see you.
Yeah,
later.
bro, bless.
All right,
Check
talk to you later.
Tchouaméni. Let me check this.
See you, Jim.
Oh, no pun intended. 1 second. Wheels in motion for Tchouaméni. Czech lights in cheaper alternative for Rice. And Tuchel admires Loftus-Cheek. Told pair Czech and Myers Tchouaméni is the main driving force behind this. In fact, there's a meeting planned with his agent in the next few weeks. Yeah, that just builds into what we were saying before anyway. That you gotta wait for the Euros to be finished before you expect a lot of these moves to happen anyway. Everything until then is probably just speculation. Unless there's outright developments, it's probably just speculation because nothing's really going to happen until the majority of players are back and the European Championships are done. So with Tchouaméni, that one just sounds like it's in progress, but there still hasn't been anything concrete done anyway. Let me check. Anyone else in the comment section? We're going to wrap this up.
Also, I still think they still got the men in the background working it all.
Still got who?
Still got the main man working on the background for the deals. even though they're the Euros, still got people working on the deals.
Yeah, but I think that's more with clubs. They won't have outright spoken to players. Although the Lukaku one, I don't know how recent that news has been. Because they said terms were agreed with Lukaku, but I feel like we've been in that position a few weeks ago as well, where that's happened and we've spoken to Lukaku, but we haven't outright put a bid in either. It's kind of similar to the Hakimi thing too, except the Hakimi one's done now. He's having his medical at PSG. They'll probably announce him either tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah, I think that's always the easy part to personal terms.
Yes, because that don't involve the final valuation fee, but it also determines on whether the player's interested or not. We know Lukaku's interested. We know with Haaland, like he'd come if the offer comes in. He's happy to come join us. He does. It's not a dream move for him, but he'll still come and take the role and be happy to join us anyway. And he does like the project. I think we'll end the stream here. Yeah, fuck it, we'll end the stream here. Big up everyone who is locked in. It's been another good stream, a peaceful stream as well. We'll be back tomorrow. I think I'm going to be busting an earlier stream. But big up everyone who's locked in. Smash the like and subscribe button. We are out, guys. Take care, like and subscribe. And as always, up the Chels.